Hello, everybody. Today we're playing some Cuphead because I was inspired. And specifically, what we're going to be doing is 100%ing it, hopefully. Why do I hear myself? That's not helpful. Alright, here we go. Now, I've played a good bit of this, but I've never had the DLC before. But here we are. Well, no, isn't that... what? And the reason we have to play the tutorial is because there's a coin here. There you are. Wow, you are struggling today, communicator. Jesus Christ, okay. It's just gonna be like this today, but it's fine. I'm just talking a little fast, I suppose. Now, I want to make sure I do everything, but that also includes the pacifist challenge on the running guns. So this is going to be rather annoying. I think it would technically be smarter to play these normally and then come back to these later when I have more options on charms. Or else we're gonna be seeing a lot of that really early on. I'm not too sure what to say about the run and guns. I'm not a huge fan. But here we are. Trying our best despite the epic failing. Point proven. It's just one of those types of games where it's a lot of repetitive sailing. But I believe we can do it with enough attempts. Well, that was quite stupid of me, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that's not how acorns are made. But I've been wrong before. That wasn't too bad at all. I think for what could have happened, that went pretty okay. I don't know why I decided to play my band. It's just what I felt like doing today, I suppose. I went over this earlier with a different streamer, but calling someone Cuphead sounds like an insult. Was anyone else surprised to learn that you can't take damage from these? I did a little bit of a warm-up before stream, and that's what I learned. I learned quite a lot of things today, actually. Turns out there's a whole Hitbus website for like dangerous games such as Cuphead and Elden Ring. I call them dangerous games because I think they're the games that have caused the most people to lash out and realize. I apologize. Realize this thing needs to work. I'm unfamiliar with the DSC gear as well. But I suppose that's okay too. We shall take everything a little bit at a time. I tried to cheese through the game earlier with my warm-up, but apparently you can't just ignore doing regular mode. And although I intend to go for an S mode, the regular mode playthrough doesn't matter at all. We just need to get through it. I also learned today that I was surprised no one's played this blind. It doesn't seem impossible, at least. There's a lot of audio to use. Audio tears. Wow, I absolutely hate this thing sometimes. Hello, Coin Man. I think we're surprisingly doing pretty good on time. Not that this is necessarily a speed run. But then again, I am used to expert mode. At least that's what I played last. But that was rather embarrassing. I didn't realize you could get hit by that, but okay. I would have died right there if that didn't happen. I'm going to move my character a little bit because I'm realizing you can't see the bottom left. The enemies are on this side, so this is fine. And I'm small now. Though overall it works out. At least that's the idea. I suppose I should have been fast-tracking the running guys. Nobody saw that. No one saw that either. Is the highest rank before expert mode an A+? Because we're close to getting that. I don't know if I'm just better at the game, but this seems a lot easier than I remember. There's my controls if anyone's interested.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin.
I do not want to start one off like that.
Now go.
It's simply shameful. Hello. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Why, thank you, I sure hope so. And thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it a ton. You have joined the stars in my sky. However, I am apparently bad at this.
You're up.
I'm doing alright. Today's been pretty small. How about yourself, Nico?
A great
That did not end well.
Here goes.
I can only imagine you're familiar with the game. I apologize, my communicator does stutter sometimes. It's wonderful. Although you are the first person that has met me this way, so I suppose I'm very anxious.
It's on.
Is this not something you can do? I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. There we go. I'm not entirely sure what to say here. The running guns are quite boring, I suppose. I wasn't sure what the word is. They are easily the worst part of the game, in my opinion. I agree, I'm not a fan either. Sadly, it is the only way to make money in this game. Oops. I got a bit too impatient.
It's on.
Assuming I have the health to try that, I will certainly do that next time. That appears to be true. I simply didn't have the patience. Good to know. Thank you very much. Yes. Well, I simply messed up.
You're
This is quite embarrassing. The entire level is horrible. I don't understand why it needs to be clever and go vertical. What's your thoughts on the DLC in this game? I haven't played the bosses yet. I'm not a fan of Miss Chalice. That took way more tries than it should have. I think the only reason she is considered better is due to the amount of invincibility dashes she can get. Is this about a secret coin? I forgot how to get those if there is one. I see a little bit of yellow there and I just don't know how to get to it. Or am I simply ignorant? Understandable, thank you.
a great slam and then some. Now go.
I understood what you meant, but thank you for clarifying. A little clarification only helps. I didn't like Miss Chalice's parry either. I just wasn't used to it though. I'm rather impressed that I was able to do that on the first try. I agree, I can certainly see its usefulness. I just couldn't get attached to it very easily. Well, I have completed this game on Expert before, but I wanted to do S mode on everything as well from a new saves. I always miss the new player experience. I don't 100% know what that means, but I think so. That's just everyone on Expert, isn't it? I enjoy the tune. I've never played with the DLC before, I just bought it before the stream. I've reached 100% on the normal game, but not the DLC then. I'm going to come back for S ranks once I actually unlock Expert mode. I'm hoping to at least get to that point today. What made it so terrible, if I may ask? I should have brought spread shot. I always struggle with these penguins. Like Verdant.
Here's a real high-class bout. You're up.
I forgot to change weapons already. Perfect excuse to restart, I suppose. What is the venue?
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
What's your favorite boss in this game, if you don't mind me making conversation? I simply don't have a lot of things to say about this part of the game. I see that you have written, hold on. They attack at the same time in phase 1, the right frog does its wind attack, and the left frog does its punching glove. In phase 3, it's just so fast the coins shoot immediately. That is quite a lot to take care of at once. Dr. Tail's robot is the bane of my existence. I suppose I hadn't thought about it this way. I don't know what my favorite would be, but I think the robot would be my least. I'm not a huge fan about the planes either. I agree, the subways are the most annoying, however. I'm not a fan of the sky heater, but here we go. I didn't grab the bombs, I should have done that. Assuming we fail, we will go get them. Is Carla the Medusa one? Which one is Wally Warbins again? Ah yes, the blue angry bird. I thought the community had it suggest, or at least, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I thought they collectively decided that the Medusa one was the easiest one.
A brawl is surely brewing.
But I suppose that makes sense that it wouldn't be for everybody. I will have to look into how to get that. I assume I just need to buy everything in the store and it will eventually appear. That would be quite helpful. Extra HP is always welcome. I tend to get hit a lot in almost every game I play. My self-preservation skills are not as good as most humans. Although I have heard that humans don't have great ones either. I thought the hat wouldn't hurt me anymore.
This one will get red hot. Now go.
Alan, aisle 4 has different shops, does it?
A great time and then some. You're up.
You have quite a bit of knowledge of this game.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
Does it do more damage to this guy if I destroy more than one head? I'll have to go look at the DLC shop. I suppose this game truly is pay to win. A jewel on the turban looks parryable. That wasn't too bad. By all means, please show us. I have nothing against hearing about what you've done with your lives. I find human lives to be rather interesting.
A great time and then some. Now go.
Although the things that this game chooses to make a vibe do not make much sense to me. Like, are these gumballs he's shooting out not of lies? I tend to use the spread shot and the homing missile. Although the homing missile is a crutch that I do not need right now. I also like the concept of the spread shot, however I'm not very good with it. I thought I was about to die there. That is correct. However, winning is more fun than playing with the spread power. Or the charge power, my apologies. I find it a bit amusing that you say good game instead of good job. Not saying I desire you to change it, I just find it interesting. I'm particularly fond of the pea sugar simply because of how easy it is to parry things. However, I typically play with the whatchamacallit. The smoke bomb, that one. The only thing you know in English, what do you mean by that? They seem to know apply good English. I just fell to my death.
Now go.
I find it interesting how this game makes the stupidest thing very dangerous. I will not kill myself this time. How the hell are you supposed to do this pacifist? I said yes, Andy, hello. How has your day been so far? Well, that was rather embarrassing to die to catch up. I plan to fully complete the game. I'm surprised you would expect anything else from me at this point. However, I appear to be having an issue with this level. One moment, I will read that in a second. I do not want to die. But to shoot the wall with 3 cannons, it still counts as a pacifist. Alright, thank you for that knowledge. It will be incredibly helpful later. I don't understand how these ducks are being shot out of a gun. Especially because that shotgun only had 2 berries. Growing snot berries. Oops. I've never had to dodge this much ketchup in my life. Two HP to spare. Everything is quite useful when you suddenly have to do everything correctly. We'll come back for the pacifist later. You take damage no matter what for that.
Here's a real high-class bout.
Did I get 5 coins there? I wasn't paying attention. These feathers were a lot bigger in expert mode. And honestly, it should be compared to the size of the bread. The bird, not the bread. This is not a bread. I have seen bread do many things. This is not one of them. Thank you for confirming. I simply don't know how I wasn't paying attention. I simply hate this phase because of how difficult it is to deal damage. I think no matter how we think of this game, Cuphead and Mugman are clearly the bad guys. They murdered a bunch of their friends just to reach the guy that asked them to do it. I was talking with some people earlier today about doing a damageless run of this game, and based on how good I'm doing this, it might actually be possible. I was never planning to do good at this. Did I walk past Grim Matchstick? Or is he after the mausoleum? My spatial awareness does not seem to be very good for some reason today. It would be on regular difficulty. It's just finishing the game. Although they're out on that. That was just me stuttering. There are quite a bit of categories to do damage lists on this game, though. There's an official challenge website and everything. That I only learned about today, though, so maybe I don't understand it.
And begin.
I apologize. What the hell? How are you supposed to kill this duck? What the hell? How do you... Well, you hit its head, okay. Does this count towards pacifism, or do you just suck it up? Apparently I can't do very well. It's either way. Don't worry, I'm not rage quitting yet.
You're up.
I make no promises, though this duck might kill me. Bean, you're not being really fair about this, are you?
Now go.
Just dash over the cars. I suppose that would be more logical. The parry was very much hurting me. I believe that was my inability, not your advice being wrong. I jumped right into that, there's no excuse.
Now go.
Well, you brought your pattern, make that your goddamn mind. I should have stick to your advice. I don't know why the hell I decided to change it. It has lips parryable, by the way. They're a similar color to everything that is, but I worry that they are just the color of lips. Although lips seem to come in an odd range of colors that no one seems to talk about it. They can be black and blue and all sort of other colors. Lips being purple is quite a thing that exists. Then you also use cosmetics to change it. I don't understand the appeal, that the fact that they can change so easily is interesting. As much as I enjoy stars, these ones are quite annoying. Oh, that. Was this supposed to be some sort of threat? Never mind, it was indeed a threat.
Now go.
The webs that this wall spits out. These ones. The answer appears to be no, but I might have also just misclicked. I just stood there and took it. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea either.
Here goes.
Man, I'm full of a lot of bad ideas all of a sudden. Is killing this wall part of the pacifist run? Or is that what you meant about dodging past the cars? I might have taken that out of context. Understand. My dog has found his squeaky toy. I apologize if the microphone picks it up. Have you ever played Cuphead, Andy? It doesn't seem like your type of game. Ah, yes, that is where you get your picks from it. This time I am noticing that we did in fact get the coins, which is exactly what we wanted. Let us go check out the DLC shop before just buying things. That cutscene is way too long for my liking. Especially because it shows how evil Miss Chalice is and shows that she is willing to kill Mugman just for her own life. Extra coins, thank God. Well, aren't you quite annoying? What the hell is this supposed to be? Excuse me, what the hell is happening? That was quite odd, but okay. In front of this level, there is a green tab and there's also a coin. This cabin? I don't understand what you mean. Cuphead is alright. I don't understand the instructions I'm being told, though. How do I walk behind the shop? This shop? Where the hell am I going? What the hell? I'm not mentally prepared for the DLC fights yet. And if I can unlock expert mode before having to do them, then I'm going to do that. Allow you 3. I don't. Okay, good. Congratulations, you guys. Let's see what special stuff have to sell me. Great shot with good damage breaks into weaker aimed projectiles. Bell screen piercing 3-way shot, hold lock button to narrow spread. They are therefore as secret boss in aisle 4. I don't know exactly who they are in this context. Is this thing important? Because I'd rather not spend my money on it. This crack shot, however, sounds helpful. I'm not sure if this piercing would come in any handy though. But I suppose we're going to buy all of these eventually anyway. Oh, those 3 are part from the secret boss. Alright, well, the relic is important then. I don't fully understand what this means. I'm going to leave it there and grab things that I'm familiar with. I'm sure there are more secrets to be found, but I do not think I need them right now. How many times have we died? Only 19 times. Which for me is pretty okay. I'm hoping to get the lava shot. Roundabout is also pretty okay. And then we'll save up to buy the pea sugar next. This guy is my least favorite of all time other than the robot. I believed these two would help me. Good night, Nico. I appreciate the conversation and I thank you for the follow once again. Why am I playing as Miss Chalice? I do not want to. See you next time. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see if I can actually get some extra hearts with this parry ring. I do quite like going for the parries and now he has an extra purpose. Perhaps on an extra purpose, my cards seem to not be showing up. Perhaps thinking that was a terrible idea for this fight. There's only parries in the beginning. I have made a grave mistake. But it's fine. I messed up once again. It's okay, I have plenty of time to fail over and over. I simply have no time limit on this playthrough. But that is okay. I should have changed my spell, whatever the hell it's called. Charm. Also, hello everybody. I see that we still have quite a few people and I appreciate you all being here. Although Twitch is very bad at updating, so who knows. Nonetheless, I appreciate it if you hear this. The extra health is indeed quite helpful though. Especially for fights such as not having a floor. I must have been close to that. How disappointing. As I said, I have no time limit though. I would like to not take damage in the easiest phase. I would also like to parry, thank you. This charm's abilities are being completely wasted. Fun, did you stop streaming? And it is of course assuming you're still here. It's kind of hard to speak with someone that's not in the same place as you. Oh, you finally finished it? That's wonderful. How are you going to celebrate? And even more important to me specifically, what are you going to stream next? And yes, that is quite selfish of me to say, but that is just the person I am. How unfortunate.
Here's a real high-class job.
I would be willing to play Power Wash Simulator to you, but you stream a lot more than I have available. I'm going to change this charm. It is not doing me much good. Although I'm not sure what charm would help me here. Perhaps it is the best one we have.
A great plan.
An idea I had to reward myself for finishing games just to get some physical piece of it. However, I decided against it because with the amount of games I play, I worried I would go broke in a week.
A great plan.
But no, it's at least someplace fun to travel. The most I travel to work is down the street to the post office. And I suppose that's not true. Sometimes I go to various warehouses and old ladies' homes. My work is quite weird. The middle of nowhere can be quite serene, though. I imagine I'm going to die, but I'm not going to try to not die. Or live, I suppose, would be the correct term there.
A great plan.
I could also, of course, challenge you to play some Cuphead as well. I'm aware you have it, yes? Yes, I asked if you would be willing to play Cuphead as well. Not specifically together, but I'm aware you have it, yes? I wasn't talking about now, I meant for your streams. Sorry to decline the offer for now. I have never played the DLC, but there is a first time for everything. My communicator does not pick up music very well. How unfortunate.
A great slam and then some. You're up.
I'm not sure if the hard ring will help me here at all. Especially if I have nothing to parry. This is not going to end well.
A great slam and then some. Now go.
I don't understand why this bee thinks it is a good idea to Zuki. As far as I'm aware, my head is full of alcohol. Apparently, I've been censored by my psych. Such odd words this thing doesn't pick up. Filling the screen with projectiles is simply the most optimal strategy. I quite struggled with this one originally. Not saying I won't struggle with it now, but who knows, yeah. I suppose I will struggle with it.
A brawl is surely brewing. Here goes.
Yes, the bee turns into a plane. It is quite interesting. And this bee also doesn't have a neck. Also, if these missiles do not have some sort of bee name, I'm going to be disappointed. I have failed that greatly. I failed that even worse.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
Yes, but this one has a chain for a neck. She is more plain than bee at this point. Correction, she is simply a witch. She has many spells when that book appears and a magical wand. She just happens to also be a bee. Which, if I was a magician, a bee is one of the last few things I would want to be. But to each their own, I suppose. Perhaps it is easy being a bee. Simple subjects to rule over. I wasn't going to get an opportunity to use that otherwise. I thought the blubber would do more than it does, but it seems to be missing its target. Perhaps Crackshot would be better. I suppose it doesn't matter. He does have bee workers. She has the bee policemen and some businessmen. Businessmen, if you will. What? Perhaps they are just out getting honey, or pollen specifically.
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go!
I don't know why, but I had the absolute worst time with this boss in Simple Mode. But then again, I had no extra weapons because I was just speedrunning the game. What did male bees even do? You are the entomologist of this group anyway. They got an achievement for doing that. Admittedly. I'm not sure how I'm going to edit this. There is a lot of silence in the finished attempts. Which is quite disappointing, but it is okay.
Here goes!
Although we are going through the game at a surprisingly fast rate. At least in my opinion, I'm sure there are speedrunners that would scoff at my time. Why do their lobsters shoot lightning? Quite an odd thing. Isn't that quite chaotic?
You're up.
How long do they live, if I may ask? It doesn't seem. I mean, that seems like the life of an insect, but if it just dies immediately, then it's kind of sad. I hope it at least gets a couple new hours to live. Although I don't know if that's the reality for it. Although I suppose that's it. I stuttered again. That is an experience that most male humans do not get to experience at this point. Perhaps not most, but at least some. I jumped right into that.
And begin.
The physics of this weapon make no sense, but then again, the chaser doesn't either. Yes, while the praying mantis at least gets to decide its fate, the male bees seem to not. Or at least it seems to be able to contribute to its child's health. It gets to decide if it wants to mate. Perhaps not what happens after. We did not get the coin. I'm gonna regret that later. Never mind, I will go get it.
You're up.
My knowledge, there is one more running gun to do. And it is probably my least favorite. This is not going very well. Are you still planning to stream tomorrow, Andy?
Now go.
I would like to make it to the crabs before I take damage.
Here goes.
Interesting. I don't know how to feel about that. The mantis should have gone on more sprints and worked up its stamina, I suppose. In simple terms, get good. Did we never finish, Lisa? What puzzle game do you have lined up?
Look who it was on today. Here goes.
The mausoleums are a nice break for my singer that's holding the shrew at me. Is a penny just cramped too? It is sad I don't get to use my mouse, however, it would be very helpful. But the game simply does not enjoy the comprehension of it. We are in some trouble. Never mind, we got it.
Look who it was on today.
The sugar would be rather helpful for these one and that. However, I do not appear to need its assistance. That was quite a close call.
Victory!
I've never heard of the game, but I'm sure it will be exciting. You always seem to find simple games to be exciting, and that is exciting to watch. Let's go buy that pea sugar despite not needing it anymore. I'm not sure what would we get for this pipe.
You're up.
Probably not something so lazy as in the crack shot. Red shot would be more optimal again. I suppose we'd not need its assistance, though. No actable things will be necessary later. Or perhaps now, at this point. Who could have guessed Andy?
Good day for a swell round. And he is.
Although it is rare I get to see you multiple days in a row.
Good day for a swell round. It's on. Here's a real high-class bout.
I find your one nuance to be more interesting than your collecting things, however. At least there I understand what's going on. But I suppose I have just enjoyed conversation lately, so either way I will enjoy it. Work has been rather tedious lately. Well, that was just me being an idiot.
This match will get red hot. It's on.
So was that. I'd rather not take damage in the first phase.
Now go.
And that is why I need the P shipper. It is simply beneficial. I don't understand what you mean. Are you saying you do not desire to strain? Time to go fight my most hated boss. After this run and gun, apparently, because I had forgotten about it entirely. Correction, I had forgotten about its location, but I was aware of its existence. I don't know what I thought would happen with that, but I wanted something to be more productive with that, but okay. The amount of things personified in this game is interesting, especially when you see the same thing non-personified later. For every cup that doesn't talk, there is a fire that does not speak. I'm also curious if Cuphead and Mugman were born with their straws or if they were given them later in life. Probably, but who knows. My least favorite fight right here. I should have totally taken damage there. Perhaps. It does seem like an appendage that would grow later. S rank on this will be a nightmare. Correction, it is a nightmare now.
This match will get red hot.
Doing this in expert mode was indeed a nightmare,
A great slam and then some.
but I'm pretty sure I only got through it with 1 health.
A great slam and then some. You're up. A great slam and then some.
I am apparently quite picky on when I take damage. Although optimally it would be 0. But we don't need to be optimal just yet. I'm just going to blow this up.
A great
That was quite an unfortunate turn of events.
Here's a real high-class bout.
I hope you all can see why I hate this. You do not get to stay in one place no matter what happens. Hello, head. Perhaps wasting it on that was not the best idea, though, because now I am dead.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin. Here's a real high-class bout. Now,
I don't understand why I need the soul of a robot. Because it is definitely the robot that I am fighting, and not the person inside. The soul contract makes that very evident. That is not the button I meant to hit. But here we are. I apologize for the silence, I was incredibly focused there. Also, why did the doctor's shirt come off when I defeated him? That was incredibly weird. And considering we never see the bottom half of them, I can only assume he was never wearing clothes. Although we somehow got an A rank on that.
here's a real high-class bout. And begin.
Don't even know what weapons I have equipped for this. This boss is quite hard in my opinion. The theming is all over the place. I understand we are on a stage, and I understand what is happening, but I do not understand how it all fits together. The cardboard cutout makes sense, but that's about it. Did these roses hurt me? I do not remember. Based on their physicality, I'm going to guess yes. Especially because they're parryable. Although we do not appear to be hitting the boss here. Perhaps a crack shot is needed. Or not, we can just survive and win. I'm not sure exactly where the extra coins are on this map.
A great slam and then some.
I've been told people like this boss a little too much. Perhaps obvious reasons. Although I am more concerned on how she has a living/dead squid on her head. Because when she gets mad, the squid opens its eyes, which indicates its existence to live.
This match will get red hot.
That fight could have gone a bit better. Perhaps I should bring the heart charm for this, it wouldn't be a bad idea. There are quite a good amount of variables. However, I am here to just be bad at it. Does the fish harm me? I suppose it is not important to know unless it happens. Although the octopus is definitely partly alive now due to the amount of snakes it has turned into. Which is again an odd concept, but here we are. That was just unfortunate placement for that to happen.
A great slam and then some. You're up.
I think a way this turn can be a bit more interesting is that you start with 1 HP and then every 2 parries you get a heart. Although I suppose that can be a little more difficult. It depends on the boss though. Although it really promotes parrying and I appreciate that. I know the fact I cannot harm her when she does this is annoying. The amount of obstacles in such a small space is interesting on how we're actually able to navigate it. However, apparently we cannot navigate it.
Now go.
I was hoping for the redfish, but okay. More variables that way. However, it only matters if I can actually hit them. Optimal timing for you to do that, I appreciate it. However, this I appreciate less. That wonderful. They even play a sad violin for her demise. However, I do not understand how a squid on a woman's head can go from dead to alive and playing a violin on her dead head. Quite a lot of it makes no sense.
This one will get red hot. Now
I
go.
think we are only able to attempt this boss a couple times because my dog has been crying this whole time because he's been being a bad boy. He heard me too and got upset. I think the heart chime was a good decision here, even though it wasn't on purpose. I thought I had a full meter, what the hell? Perhaps these two will feel the wrath. Or I will, apparently. It doesn't matter in the end, I suppose. I feel this would be my best chance. We'll try one more time.
Here goes.
The high DPS of this weapon is quite good, especially for what it does. However, I don't think I will be able to use it later. It's not fast enough. Let's see if we can do both of these with this again. The answer is yes, because of course it is. Four HP, one phase, we got this. Yes. Well, it is rather disappointing, but it sadly must end it there. Thank you everyone for being here, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.